Hello students, today we will start with chapter number 8 decimals of standard 6 maths NCERT. Now before starting decimals, I am writing one of the number on the board 21.4. Now this 0.4, this type of number is called a decimal. 31.6. 1.7, these all numbers are decimal. This point is called a decimal point. Now how this numbers comes? We have already seen in the previous chapter, that is chapter number 1. We have seen all the place value. We have started from ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. Now after ones, then the place value which will come will be 1 upon 10th. So if I want to write down this number 1.7, 1 will be in the ones place and 7 will be written in 1 upon 10th place. It is written as TENTH, that is 10th place. Similarly 21.4. So 21, that will be in 2 will be in tens place, 1 will be in ones place, decimal point, and after decimal point this 4 will be written in 1 upon 10th place. Now another number, that is 31.6. So 31 I will write down over here, that is 3 will be in the tens place, 1 will be in the ones place and 6 will be written is as 6 upon 10th place. So in this way we can write down the decimal numbers. Now let us see how to represent the decimals on the number line. We have already learned how to represent the whole numbers and fractions on the number line. Now let us see how we will represent the decimals on the number line. Now we know that 0 is over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all positive integers. And here is -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5, which are all negative integers. Now we want to plot 0.6, or that is a decimal number, and we will represent it on a number line. Now 0.6 in whole place it is 0, so it lies between 0 and at 10th place it is 0.6. That means it is smaller than 1. So 0.6 is greater than 0 and smaller than 1. So 0.6 will lie between 0 and 1. Now let us plot this on the number line. Here is 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9 and 1. So these are the numbers on the number line. Now let us see 0.6. So here it is 0.6. So we have plot 0.6 on the number line. Now let us see how to convert fractions as decimals. Now in fractions we know that if the decimals are there, it will be the 10th part. Now here it is 5 upon 10. So 1 0 is there in the denominator. So after a decimal point we will write down one digit, that is 5 on the right hand side of the decimal point, and we will place 0. So the 5 upon 10, that is in fraction form. If we convert into decimal form, it will become 0.5. Suppose another example is there, 65 upon 10 is a number. We have to convert into a decimal number. So here is 1 0 in denominator. So one digit and put the decimal point. So it will become 6.5. Now here is 1 upon 2. It is in fraction form. Now there is no 10th in the denominator. So we will make it equivalent. So we will need to multiply by 5 in denominator and 5 in the numerator. So 1 5s are 5 and 2 5s are 10. So again the fraction has become 5 upon 10. So we can convert it into a decimal number. It will become 0.5. Now 3 plus 4 upon 10. 3 is a whole number plus 4 upon 10 is a fraction. We have to convert it into a decimal number. So we will write down 3 as it is plus 4 upon 10 will become 0.4. If we add the numbers, it will become 3.4. So this way we can convert a fraction into decimals. Now we will see the decimals can be converted in fractions also. So the first one is 0.6. You have to remove the decimal point, so this will become 6, and there is one digit after the decimal point. So in denominator you will write down 10 because one digit after a decimal point, so 1 0 in the denominator. Now here is 2.5. So if you remove the decimal point and if you convert into fraction, this 2.5 will become 25 and one digit after the decimal point, so 1 0 in the denominator. Now this is 25 upon 10. It can be converted still into a reduced form, that is lowest form. So you can directly divide it by 5. So 25 divided by 5 will become 5 and 10 divided by 5 will become 2. So here we have seen that decimals can be converted into fraction, and after fraction it can be again converted into its reduced form. Now here is 13.7. Now 13.7, remove the decimal point, so it will become 137. And as there is one digit after a decimal point, so we will write down 1 0 in the denominator. So answer will be 137 upon 10. As there is no reduced form, so we will leave 137 upon 10 as it is. So we have seen decimals as fractions, how it can be converted. Now we have already seen the place value of tens in the decimals. Now we will see the place value of hundreds and thousands. Now hundreds means 1 upon 100. So it will become 0.01. So now let us see the place value. We know ones, tens, hundred and thousands. Here will be 1 upon 10 and 1 upon thousands. Now let us see one of the number. 263.41. It is read as, after decimal it is read as 41. Now let us place these numbers in the place value chart. So 3 will be at the ones place, 6 will be at the tens place, and 2 will be at hundreds place. 4 will be at 1 upon tens place, and 1 will be at 1 upon hundred place. So say 263.41 we have seen in hundreds. Now let us see thousands. Thousands means it will be the fraction part of 1 upon thousand. So there are 3 zeros in denominator. So 3 digits after the decimal point. Now let us take one example. 215.267. Okay, now it is read as 250.267. After the decimal point we have to read the digits separately. Now let us place this on the place value. 0, ones, tens, hundred and thousand. Here it will be 1 upon 10, 1 upon 100 and 1 upon thousand. Now 5 will be at ones place, this one will be at tens place, and 2 will be at hundred place. Now after decimal yes, 2 will be at 1 upon 10th place, 6 will be at 1 upon 100th place, and 7 will be at 1 upon thousands place. So this way we have seen the place values of hundreds and thousands. Now let us see how to convert fractions as decimals and decimals as fractions in hundred and thousands place. Now this is 6 upon 100. Now there are 2 zeros in the denominator. So after a decimal point we will put 2 digits on the right hand side of the decimal point. So this will become 0.06. Now here is 25 upon 100. So let us convert it into a decimal. So 25 upon 100 will be 0.05 is a decimal number. We will convert into fraction. So 0.05, we will remove the decimal point and we will write down 5 in the numerator and 2 digits are there. So 2 zeros in the denominator. So the answer will be 5 upon 100. Now here is 0.23. We will remove the decimal point, so it will become 23. And as there are 2 digits after the decimal point, so we will write down 2 zeros in the denominator. So the answer will be 23 upon 100. Now let us see for the thousands. We know thousands means 1 upon thousands. Now let us convert this fractions into a decimal point. There are 3 digits in denominator, 3 zeros in denominator. So after decimal points, 3 digits should be there. So it will become 0.009. Now 635 upon 1000. 1, 2, 3 zeros are there. So 3 digits after the decimal point. So the answer will be 0.635. Now let us convert 0.003, that is a decimal, we will convert it into a fraction form. So 0.003. As there are 3 digits in the thousands, so we will put thousands and we will remove the decimal point and this will become 3 upon 1000. So it has been converted into fraction form. Now this is 0.261. First we will remove the decimal point, so it will become 261. So in denominator there should be 3 zeros. So after 1 we will put 3 zeros. So the answer will be 261 on 1000. So we have seen how to convert fractions as decimals and decimals as fractions in hundreds and thousands place. Now there is a value of 0 in decimals. Now let us take one example. This is 3. This is a whole number. If I put 0 over here, it will become 30. If I write 2 zeros over here, that means after a digit on the right hand side, it will become your 300. But if a digit is 3 over here, and if I write 0 before 3, this 0 3 it is written as 3 only. Suppose I am writing 2 zeros and then I am writing 3, again it will be called as a 3. So in the whole numbers, when we write down zeros on the right hand side of the digit, the place value changes. But if I write on the left side of a digit, if I write zeros, there is no change in the value. Now let us see for the decimals. 0.3. Now if I write down 0 on the right hand side of 3, so it will become 0.30. So there will be no any change. If I write 0.3 and if I write 0.3 and if I write 0 before 3, there will be change. It will be read as 0.3. 100 paisa is equal to 1 rupee. 100 paisa is equal to 1 rupee, or we can say 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. Now suppose we want to convert 65 paisa into rupee. Now we know 1 paisa will equal to 1 upon 100 rupee. So 65 paisa will become 65 upon 100. So this will be 0.65 rupee. So we have converted paisa into rupee. So the answer is 0.65 rupee. Now let us see how the decimals are used in length. We know 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, or 1 centimeter is equal to 1 upon 100 meter. Now let us take one example. We will convert centimeter into meter. Suppose I am taking 5 centimeter. I want to convert it into meter. So 5 centimeter will become 5 upon 100 meter. So the answer will be 0.05 meter. 4 zeros, so 2 digits after the decimal point. So 5 centimeter is converted into 0.05 meter. Now let us see how the decimals are used in weight. We know 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. So suppose we want 1 gram is equal to 1 upon 1000 kg. Now let us take one example. 365 gram. This 365 gram we have to convert into kg. So this will become 365 upon 1000. So this will be converted into 0.365 kg. Now let us take another example. 2673 gram. Let us convert it into kilogram. So 2673 upon 1000 kg. Now there are 3 zeros, so the answer will be 2.673 kg. So a smaller unit can be converted into a larger unit by using the decimals. Now let us see addition and subtraction in decimals. One example is that 0.7 plus 0.08. Let us add the numbers. 0.7 plus 0.08. So we will write down 0.08 over here. Here there is no digit, so we can place 0 over here. If we add the numbers, 0 plus 8 will be 8. 7 plus 0 will be always 7. Decimal point and 0. So the answer is 0.78. If we take another example, 2.63 plus 1.7. Let us add this number. 2.63 plus 1.7. Here there is no numbers, we can place 0 over here. So 3 plus 0 is 3. 6 plus 7 is 30. 3 here will be carry on. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. I put the decimal point. So 4.33 is the answer. Now let us take the subtraction. 3.50 minus 1.74. So 3.50 minus 1.74. Here is 10. So 10 minus 4 will be 6. Here will be 4. You will carry on from here. So 40 minus 7 will be 7. Here 2 is remaining. 2 minus 1 is 1.7.